How playing a female role discover my feminine side. In the heart of a quaint town, nestled between bustling shops and serene parks, the local theater was a hub of creativity and passion. The all-male theater troupe, known for its ambitious productions, was gearing up for what was set to be their most challenging play yet, Romeo and Juliet. The buzz of excitement filled the air as the cast and crew prepared for their opening night. However, just days before the curtain was set to rise, tragedy struck. Their leading lady, a talented actress, had fallen ill, leaving the troupe in disarray. Panic ensued as discussions turned into frantic brainstorming sessions, yet every potential solution fell flat. That's when Alex, the youngest and often overlooked member of the troupe, timidly raised his hand. "I can do it," he said, his voice barely a whisper. The room fell silent as all eyes turned to him. Skepticism marred their faces, but desperation hung heavily in the air. Martin, the seasoned director with a sharp eye for talent, finally spoke up, albeit reluctantly. "All right, but you'll have to commit fully to the role. We need a convincing performance." With that, a journey of self-discovery, transformation, and unexpected revelation began for Alex. As rehearsals kicked off, Alex was thrust into a whirlwind of activity. He quickly immersed himself in the script, memorizing lines, practicing his delivery, and learning the nuances of Juliet's character. This was no small feat. He had always played comedic roles, and stepping into the shoes of a passionate young woman was daunting. Yet the more he rehearsed, the more he found himself enchanted by Juliet's world. He sought advice from his fellow actors, who were surprised yet supportive of his ambition. They offered tips on how to convey Juliet's emotions, her love, her longing, her despair. Alex began to realize that beneath Juliet's femininity lay a deep strength he could relate to. He embraced the challenge and even started to express his thoughts and feelings as Juliet would, surprising himself with the emotional depth he discovered within. As rehearsals progressed, the transformation into Juliet took on a physical dimension. The troupe arranged for him to have costumes fitted to his size, and Alex spent hours perfecting his makeup skills. He learned how to walk gracefully in heels, practice his gestures, and embody the character's femininity. The first time he donned the flowing gown, standing before the mirror, he was struck by the reflection staring back at him. "Juliet," he whispered, a mix of exhilaration and disbelief flooding his senses. The metamorphosis was more than skin deep. With each rehearsal, Alex began to feel a change within himself. He started to embrace not only Juliet's appearance, but also her spirit. He practiced the subtleties of femininity, the way to hold himself, the softening of his voice, and even the art of flirtation. The validation from his peers encouraged him to explore further, leading him to experiment with his own sense of style outside of rehearsals. As he walked down the street in full costume for promotional events, something unexpected happened. People began to recognize him as Juliet. At first, it felt surreal. Compliments flowed like confetti, igniting a spark of joy inside him. The validation was intoxicating. With every interaction, Alex's confidence blossomed. As opening night approached, Alex found himself navigating two worlds. In rehearsals, he was Juliet, bold, captivating, and radiant. Outside of the theater, however, he was still the same Alex, shy, awkward, and unsure. The disparity weighed heavily on him. After a long rehearsal one evening, he joined his friends for dinner, dressed in his usual attire. They teased him about his new role, but as the night wore on, he felt increasingly disconnected. The lively banter felt distant, and he struggled to join in, a silent observer of the camaraderie he once thrived on. The following weekend, the troupe hosted a fundraising gala to promote the play. In full Juliet attire, Alex mingled with guests, the contrast of his character and true self feeling increasingly blurred. He relished the attention, every compliment making him feel more alive, yet he couldn't shake the lingering discomfort of his double life. People gravitated toward him, drawn by the charisma of Juliet. When he was introduced as Juliet, an electric thrill coursed through him. The admiration was overwhelming, and in that moment, he felt a profound truth. Being Juliet felt right. Opening night arrived, and the theater buzzed with anticipation. The air crackled with energy as the cast gathered backstage, hearts racing in unison. As the curtain rose and the spotlight illuminated him, Alex took a deep breath and stepped into character. He poured his heart into Juliet's lines, and as the audience leaned forward in their seats, he felt liberated. Each scene unfolded like magic, and Alex danced, cried, and laughed as Juliet. The applause that erupted at the end of the performance felt like an anthem of acceptance. For those fleeting moments on stage, he felt like he was truly himself. But as the cheers faded and reality set in, Alex was left with a lingering question. Who was he really? The thrill of the performance was quickly overshadowed by uncertainty. In the days following the show, he wrestled with his identity. During a reflective session with the troupe, Alex opened up about his struggles. "I loved being Juliet. It felt like I finally found a part of myself I didn't know existed. But when I take off the costume, I feel lost again." Martin, the director, nodded thoughtfully. "You found a part of you through this experience. That doesn't disappear when the role ends. Embrace it. Explore who you are outside of these walls." Encouraged by Martin's words, Alex began to integrate his experiences as Juliet into his life. He experimented with fashion, wearing feminine clothes and makeup on his days off. He even signed up for dance classes, immersing himself in creativity and expression. As he explored this new side of himself, he felt a surge of confidence. The more he embraced his identity, the more he realized that he didn't have to abandon Alex to celebrate Juliet. Both identities could coexist, each enriching the other. Months later, the troupe announced their next production, and Alex eagerly signed up for another leading role. This time, he approached the character with even more passion, weaving elements of Juliet into his performance while allowing himself to shine as Alex. As he stepped onto the stage, once more he felt a sense of liberation. He had come to understand that he didn't have to choose between being Alex and being Juliet. Both could thrive within him, each allowing him to express himself fully. The audience roared with applause as the curtain fell, and Alex took a bow, his heart burning with joy. He had discovered his voice, his strength, and a deeper understanding of himself. This journey was far from over, but for the first time, he felt excited about what lay ahead. In the months that followed, Alex became a beacon of inspiration within the theater community. He participated in discussions around gender expression and identity, sharing his story and encouraging others to explore their own transformations. He organized workshops focused on self-expression, where he taught others the art of embodying characters, regardless of gender norms. His journey, once steeped in uncertainty, had blossomed into a celebration of authenticity. As he continued to shine on stage, both as Alex and Juliet, he knew that the role of a lifetime had only just begun. He had discovered a new narrative for his life, one that embraced complexity, fluidity, and the beauty of self-discovery. Each performance became a testament to his journey, echoing the timeless truth that the greatest roles we play are the ones that allow us to be truly ourselves. With every curtain rise, he was not just acting, he was living his truth, and in doing so, he empowered others to do the same. The world of theater had transformed not just him, but all who witnessed his remarkable journey, reminding them that every role is a chance to discover a piece of themselves, waiting to be celebrated. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more cross-dressing adventures. Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Until next time, stay fabulous and keep embracing your true self. See you soon.